Zach,
Hey,
what's up? How you doing?
good. How's it going?
Good. Yeah, so can you tell us a little bit about where you're from and the projects that you're working on?
I'm from Austin, Texas, but I lived in New York for about 20 years, and I'm part of Fancy Feelings, which is a collaboration with Ollie Chang, and I play with a lot of different groups. I played with Big Data, and I had a band with Kishibashi called Jupiter One. I had a band called CHAPPO where I was the drummer.
So if you could count on your hand how many instruments you play, how many would you say?
I'll say this: the ones that I record myself playing: drums, bass, guitar, piano, all my synths, sax, flute,
Wow.
singing when I have to. Yeah.
So you remixed Moonlight for us, and what was your initial take when you heard the song?
Oh, I thought it was really beautiful and kind of haunting, and I loved it. And I guess I'll use the word romantic. It had like a kind of haunting, romantic feeling melodically, and listening to it, I knew I wanted the tempo to be a little faster, so I found as fast as I could get without making it sound weird. So it felt more inviting, at this faster tempo and not hectic.
What would you say the genre of the remix is?
I guess you'd call it new disco or poolside funk, and new disco is always going to have almost like a jazzy element.
How would you describe the remix in just a few words?
Funky, haunting fun.
What's one of the most memorable nights you've had under the moonlight?
Mm. An interesting experience under the moonlight. I went to Yemen one time because I have some of those musician friends who like call you up and say, "Hey, let's go to Yemen because I got some government grant thing to play at the U.S. Embassy for 4th of July or whatever." That was the case, and there's a rock called Elephant Rock, and it looks like it's a big cliff. It looks like an elephant, and I was just out there all by myself late at night on the beach and watching these weird white crabs scurry around, and just kind of thinking like, what am I doing here? It's pretty wild. But the moonlight gave it the energy for sure. I don't know, there's something about the moonlight and making you feel like you're kind of part of an adventure.